Huh? Oh, hello. I'm Evan. I'm the Education Program Leader for the National Music Center, coming at you today from my magical cave of musical instruments. Today we are going to build an instrument out of materials that you may have lying around your house. I have built hundreds of these with thousands of visiting students, so they're quite infamous around the museum. But you may never have heard of a sound sandwich. So let's gather our materials together and you can build along with me. Before you now are all the ingredients you will need to make your very own sound sandwich. First, you will need 2 craft sticks. You will need 1 straw that you will cut into little pieces. You will end up with 2 straw bits 2 to 3 centimeters in length. You will need a thick rubber band and 2 smaller rubber bands. There are many ways we can use these objects to make musical sounds. The rubber band can be stretched out and it makes pleasing tones. This piece of straw could be a very small flute. Of course, you can hit sticks together. You can hit objects with sticks. You can rub them together. Again, what we are building is a sound sandwich, and here is how you do it. First, we are going to take one of our craft sticks and our thick rubber band, and I'm going to pinch it on this side and then stretch it all the way over so that it goes all the way around the stick and is held in place like that. Next, you are going to take one of the pieces of straw and put it underneath the rubber band, and you will end up with a lowercase t, or a sword. Now is when we take our other craft stick and make a sandwich out of it. Perfect. Now we're going to squish our sandwich down, which will squish the straw a little bit, but that's okay. Once we are holding it like this, here comes the tricky part. Take the small rubber band, you're going to stretch it around this way, twist, twist, twist. If you've never done this before, this will be a bit tricky, but if you've used a lot of hair elastics, this should be no problem. What you're going to end up with is a pair of tweezers. So I'm going to pick up my last piece of straw in my tweezers and just push it right in. Notice one straw ends up underneath the rubber band and the other one stays on top. Last piece of the puzzle is to wrap this side with the last rubber band, and this is a complete sound sandwich. How does it work? Let's find out. The first thing we want to figure out is how do I put energy into it to create vibrations. I have 4 choices in this. It could either be a struck instrument, a plucked instrument, an air-powered instrument, or electric. Take a moment to look at it and make your guess. So is this struck, pluck, air, or electric? Let's cross electric instrument off right away. We know it's not plugged in, there's no battery, there's no speaker, it's not electric. Now this could be struck, but why did we put it all together? It was just as good when it was 2 single sticks, so I'm going to say it's not that. Is it a plucked instrument? Okay, but not very satisfying. Really, when I look at this, I think about 2 different air instruments. The first one are the panpipes. It's a bit finicky. The one it reminds me most of, though, is a harmonica. Wonderful. So what we've created is a type of reed instrument, a lot like if you put 2 pieces of grass between your thumbs and blow through it. When I blow air through this instrument, the rubber band slaps back and forth many, many times a second to create the vibration. So I figured out how to put energy into it to create a vibration. My next step is to figure out how can I control the pitch and how can I control the volume. There's a few different ways to change the pitch on this instrument, so let's see if you can figure it out. Something that really sticks out are these straws. Now when I move these straws, it actually changes how much of this rubber band is vibrating. And shorter rubber bands vibrate faster and therefore create a higher pitch. Now it's quite difficult to play it while shifting it around so much, so there actually are some other ways to control the pitch. Another way to alter the pitch is to squeeze the outer sticks. You don't even need to use your fingers, you can use your jaw. Now your greatest control over the pitch is really your air pressure. I can blow very hard through this or very weakly. Let's try them both. Now that changed two things. It altered the pitch, but it also changed the volume. So air pressure gives me control over both pitch and volume. There's some other things you can try. You can breathe in and out. Flutter tongue. See what you can come up with. So I have a musical instrument. I can control the pitch. I can control the volume. This means I can make music. Let's start simple. There you have it, a sound sandwich. I hope you have fun with your brand new musical instrument. You'll have to negotiate with your family how many recitals you do per week, and your dogs and cats are really gonna love this thing. So have fun, and until next time, happy exploring.